WTBQ.
Hello and welcome to ANGT Radio 93.5 WTBQ, where we want to empower you to be the best you can be. How about the Rocky rules of engagement? Never give up. One more time, one more rep, one more round. When knocked down, get back up, look fear right in the eye, and reply, I didn't hear no bell. One more round. Tonight we have a featured international fitness sensation hailing from her hometown, Barcelona, Spain, now residing in Los Angeles, California. The one, the only, Ingrid Romero, who'll be joining us shortly. But prior to that, I want to talk about a few things. I hope everyone is making healthy, right choices in regards to your eating and living a positive, healthy, active, fit lifestyle, like we love to see you do here at ANGT Radio, America's next great trainer. Ingrid and I are going to be talking about a lot of things, but first we have the Olympics coming up, as you know, and I love the Olympics because that brings out the best of the best of the best. And to get to that level, we all know you have to be very specific on goal setting. So prior to speaking with Ingrid, I would like to talk a little bit about goal setting because she has accomplished quite a bit herself, which she and I will talk about and also share with you. But first, goal setting. Succeed like an Olympian. Setting goals and accomplishing them takes a lot of hard work, but it's actually something we all can achieve. And the thing about goal setting is we have to narrow in and be very, very specific. The reason most people lack motivation is because they haven't clarified what is really important. Once a year, everyone should go someplace quiet to think about what matters. From that, develop a personal mission statement and start setting those goals, regardless of what they are, financial, personal, health, fitness-wise, or related. Whatever it is, be specific, zero in on what it is that you want, and you can achieve those goals. But building off of the concepts from the best-selling book, The 4 Disciplines of Execution by Chris McChesney and Jim Hewling, will share 4 ways you can achieve your personal best. Focus on 2 or 3 specific goals. It's also hard work for the rest of us or someone who wants to lose weight. Her specific goal might be something like, I want to go from 200 pounds to 170 pounds by December 31st. So being specific is very, very important. Zeroing in on the core mission of what it is that you set out to achieve. And next, concentrate on the cause, not the effect. Too often, we pay too much attention to the end result. When people are trying to lose weight, they tend to focus on what the scale is telling them each morning. But instead of zeroing in on the outcome, devote more mental energy to the input. Things like calorie intake and exercise. What is going to get you to that level? Where do you want to be? How are you going to get there? Lay out the blueprint, fine-tune it, and step by step, monitor your daily routines, and you will shortly be on your way to achieving your goals. The same holds true for personal relationships, marriage. We know of a family for whom there is too much conflict in the home. To fix it, the husband decided to show love for his wife in front of the kids more often. By concentrating on little acts of kindness, he was able to deliver input that will create a desired outcome, a happy house and a happier family. So again, goals apply to everything we do in life. Keeping a scoreboard. To be successful, you need to know you're winning or losing. People simply act differently when they're keeping score. Good scoreboards, though, don't have a lot of data on them. Football stadium scoreboards, for instance, usually tell you simply how much time is left, the score, and who has the ball. The same holds true for your personal life. A scoreboard is an effective tool for getting out of debt or shedding pounds. The most successful weight loss programs have dieters track their calories, which is very, very important when you're trying to achieve those goals in regards to weight loss. Now, what do some of the Olympians have to say about motivation and about getting to where you want to go? Well, let's start off with Michael Phelps, and most of us know who he is. 2012 hopeful, 2000, 2004, and 2008 Olympian. His medal count was 14 gold medals, 2 bronze. What Michael says is, I'm going to go out there and try to accomplish the things that I have in my mind and in my heart. Once I hang my suit up, I want to be able to look back and say, I've done everything in my career. Christy Ramponnet, soccer, also 2012 hopeful, 2000, 2004, and 2008 Olympian. Medal count is 2 golds and 1 silver. For Christy, it's about imagery. I set goals for each individual game, whether it is that I win every head ball or not. Let a forward get behind me. Each game is different. If I accomplish those goals, I should be successful doing my role, so the team will be successful. Lolo Jones, track and field, 2012 hopeful, 2008 Olympian. I was motivated to keep persevering after the 2008 Olympics because I'm not satisfied. I don't have a medal. A medal is an aspiration every professional athlete has, and everyone knows that once you have a taste of success, you want more. These athletes are driven. They have sport-specific goals. They know where they want to go, and each one of us can achieve our own personal desired goals with successful outcomes if we apply ourselves and we stick to our plan, focusing in on the core of the mission. Missy Franklin, for swimming, 2012 hopeful. I have been taught if I do my best, that is all I can ask for. If I know I gave everything I had into that pool, then there is no reason to be upset. There have been times that I've wanted to do better and do more. I have used those times to motivate me. And that's why I love the movie Rocky and those final rounds of where he's just beat down, physically, mentally exhausted, but he just digs down deep and finds that inner strength, that spirit, that will to carry himself up, to do whatever it takes to go one more round. And it's just a great rule, I call it Rocky's rules of engagement, to apply to life. Believe, never give up, follow your passion, and be driven. Kayla Harrison for judo, 2012 hopeful. One of my favorite sayings is, first you'll fuel the desire, and then the desire fuels you. And so while, yes, this has been a dream of mine for so long, it's kind of snowballed and it's kind of taken on a life of its own. I've finally begun to enjoy my journey. I love working out, and there's a hop in my step. And finally, Trey Hardy, track and field, 2012 hopeful, 2008 Olympian. In order to reach your goals, you have to write them down. I'm a big believer in writing things down. I don't type them, I write them down. I physically want to see my goals every single day throughout the course of the day. That's me personally. And then to continue on with Trey, in order to reach your goals, you have to write them down. I've got plenty of printouts of stuff that I've typed out, signed, and dated. It's not something that I plaster on my mirror, but they are things that hold me accountable for commitments I've made to myself. So that's some great, super outstanding advice from the best of the best in the world, and we are all supporting and behind our Olympic athletes. Go USA, God bless America, and always, always a shout out to the troops, the men and women of our armed forces. And with going into that goal setting, as I mentioned, we have fitness sensation Ingrid Romero joining us shortly. Ingrid has an amazing, amazing history in regards to competition. She's a writer, model, entrepreneur. And again, here you'll have live Ingrid sharing her advice and tips on helping you get to where you want to go. Again, whether it's personal, financial, health-related, dropping weight, whatever it is that you want to do, be specific in goal setting. I'm a big believer in writing things down, repeating them to myself throughout the course of the day, and I'm so excited that we have the jet fueled, the one, the only fitness sensation joining us right now, Ingrid Romero. Hello, Ingrid.
Hello. Hi. How you guys doing?
Very, very good. Ingrid, thank you so much for joining us. How is the weather out there in L.A.?
It's hot. It's really, really hot. Yes, it's been a very nice summer.
Yeah, we can relate to that. It's very, very hot here, so I'm sure you're telling all your clients, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
For sure.
Well, Ingrid, let's get right down to business. Let's go into a little bit about your background. I know that you are a 2011 Arnold Classic Bikini champion, a 3-time NPC overall champion, a fitness cover model, actress, fitness columnist, bikini competitor, and Team EDGE coach. And I love.
Yes, I am all of that.
It's sensational. So let's start with a little bit about yourself and what drove you, or what was the reason you getting so involved in fitness and this lifestyle of health and fitness?
Okay, well, I am originally from Barcelona, Spain. I am from a little neighborhood. I moved when I was 11 years old. When I was 17 years old. I moved to London, then to Ireland, then to Mexico, and then to Los Angeles. During my traveling, I was very unhealthy. I reached 185 pounds. So it was until I found my trainer that became my husband, Joe, that actually I became who I am today. I am a completely new person, and it's all thanks to fitness. I think I started competing about 2 years ago, and I would say hard work. I'm very passionate, very prideful, and it just worked. It just happened like that. I won my first show, my second show, my third show, and the rest is history. I work extremely hard, and I think that's why it's paying off. And yes, I am all of those things that you said. I do everything. My family is like, what are you doing now? You're doing bikinis, you're doing the team. I just can't help it. I'm very passionate of what I do, and I just can't help it. There's a lot of opportunities, and I'm very hungry.
And that that shows in everything that you do. I just want to go over a few things before we go on. I think it's very, very important and worth repeating. Now, your husband's name is Joe?
Yes, my husband's name is Joe.
And he's also a trainer?
Yes, he's actually he's a trainer. I have to thank him a lot for who I am today, for his constant support. He's actually my favorite athlete too, because he played competitive sports his entire life. He played basketball in San Diego State, and he has an amazing career in health and fitness as well, being a trainer for 12 years. So I would not be what I am without him, and he supports me in everything I do.
That is so great to hear, having a relationship like that, and then the support, because that's what it takes for things to work. A lot of work and a lot of support. Do you have any children, Ingrid?
Excuse me?
Do you have any children?
I have twin boys.
What? No way.
Twin boys, yes. I recently became a mother. I am mother of Gianni and Nico. They're only 3 months old. Yes. Well,
I have to say, I have to just take a step back now. I was a little bit overwhelmed with all your history here, and the one that should be on the top of the list is mommy of now 3 boys. So you have 3 boys, mother and wife. That's outstanding.
Yes, and I also have a dog that I consider my kid too.
So 4.
He was my first one.
So we'll go to 4.
Yes, I actually have had a really hard pregnancy. I'm sure you are aware of it. I had a high-risk pregnancy. I was very fit when I got pregnant, and I think that helped me in the health of my babies, because they were actually born at 28 weeks. So it was super early, 3 months early. And I think because I was so healthy, it helped them a lot to survive at that early stage. The doctor said that it had to be the way I ate and took care before my pregnancy helped them a lot. They were actually really large, really big for 28 weeks. So that's why fitness is so important, because in situations like that, it makes a difference.
I think it's very important. I think I would definitely like to expand on that a little bit. Now, what advice can you give to the expecting moms out there? Because that's a big thing I think that's overlooked. Sometimes they say, should I exercise? Should I not exercise? So let's start with that one. That's a great.
I will say yes, do exercise. I mean, I had twins, so I will say for twin moms, be very careful. Speak with your doctor because every pregnancy is different. I will say regardless of twins or just single baby, be very, very careful. Your babies are the most important thing in the world, so make sure you don't overtrain. Do not obsess with it. Just stay healthy, eat clean. For the sake of your babies, you gotta eat a lot of protein, and then just don't overdo it because look what happened to me. It was not my fault. I wasn't overdoing it at all because I was in bed rest. So since the earliest stage. So I'm actually writing a few ebooks about this, about staying fit during pregnancy so you're able to bounce back right after, and also about preterm labor as well, because it's happening more and more lately, and doctors don't know why, but it's actually happening a lot, and it's very scary. I got lucky, but when I was in the NICU in intensive care with my babies, there was other moms there that weren't as lucky, and it's very painful. So I am actually want to educate other moms out there.
Well, Ingrid, what type of routine and for how long would you say an expecting mother should train? Or would it be just something basic, you think, like a power walk? Nothing too...
I will walk. Yes, I will walk. I will not run because you don't want to get extremely hot and your heart rate cannot be super high either. So I will just stay active walking, and I will for sure maintain my diet. I think that's more important even than training while you're pregnant. And of course, you can... Honestly, I'm very scared about, giving any advice with pregnancy because look what happened to me. So I will just say talk to your doctor.
That's great advice right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure you consult your doctor.
Yes, because everybody is different.
And everyone's different. So let's go back into some of your competitions here. Or actually, when did you first become a competitor?
Okay. So it was about 2 years ago. It was in 2010, October 2010. The show was called NPC Border States. That's NPC IFBB show, amateur. I didn't know what to expect. My husband is a great trainer, so I came with a really good package to the stage, but we didn't know what to expect, so it was pretty shocking when I won. I was in tears on stage.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yes, I love competing. After that, I got hooked to it, and I did another competition, and then another one, and I did the Arnold, and then is when I decided, okay, I'm going to make a team. I think it's time to make a team because I had many questions when I was a competitor, and nobody really seemed to help. It's a very selfish industry, and nobody really seemed to help, and I was lost. So when I make my team, I made sure, I help my girls them as much as I can.
Now, does your husband, Joe, assist you with the team?
Yes, my husband, yes. We both do nutrition and training plans. We spend the weekends working more than 10 hours a day, I would say. Yes, he's involved with me 100%.
That's just outstanding. So what year was the first competition?
Okay, my first one was in 2010 when I won the overall. Then I did that was in October. Then I did December, Excalibur. Then I did the Arnold Classic in March. And then I did the NPC Titans in October of 2011. So it's only like 8 months ago. And that's when I was already pregnant. I was already 2 months pregnant there, which I didn't know. So, yes, I competed pregnant.
Wow, that's incredible. So now, all right, so you're competing. Now, are you still competing, even with your business?
I don't know. Honestly, I was just at my Edge Girls show last weekend, and everybody was asking me, so when are you coming on stage? Because they want to see me after twins back on stage. And I really wanted. We have so many girls that, they feel like my children. So first of all, I don't want to compete against my own girls. I am the one giving them the knowledge, and I don't know if I will feel comfortable, competing with them. I'm in another level, in another phase of my career right now. I miss the stage terribly, and I would love to, especially to show other moms out there that you can do it even after twins. But
Well,
I don't know. Honestly, I can give you an answer because I don't know. I would love to. My fans really want me to. So I don't know. I may surprise you, and I will be on stage soon.
Well,
I don't know.
it sounds like you're very specific to what you want, and that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You know, I love the Olympics. Olympics just is such a beautiful thing to watch.
Oh, me too.
And we were talking about setting goals. So let's talk a little bit about that. It seems like you're very goal-oriented, obviously, because you pretty much know where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and you've done so much already.
Yes. Well, I'm a very competitive person. I think what really keeps me going and getting goals and doing businesses, you know, or wanting to compete again and all of that is I don't want to fail. You know, I'm very, very competitive and I hate failing. I'm not. Sorry, my English sometimes, you know, I get.
You never have to be sorry here, Ingrid. We just love having you on the show. I feel the energy. I just want to pop out there to L.A. and see you and your husband Joe and just start training right now.
Love to. Well, soon. I think I will meet you soon. I'm very honest and I'm an open book in everything about my life. So I grew up in a very poor area in Barcelona. People will do anything really to have the opportunity to have here, you know, in the States. So I will never take for granted what I have here, and I know I have something good, and that's why I work so hard, because I believe in what I want, and I will fight and fight until I do everything I want to do.
Well,
and I will work my butt off every day till I reach my goals.
I think you hit some key words there: believe, fight, and work hard. I think people have
and dream big.
and dream big. I think people really, you really can achieve what you set out to do, but you have to have those qualities that make a champion.
Yes.
And the first thing is you have to believe in yourself. And I think people, unfortunately, especially today, I think with the economy and the way everything is,
I know.
is that they give up on themselves, and because it just seems like everything's going wrong. But I think that's why I just really love what I do, and I'm sure you do too. It gives great satisfaction because you really do not only change someone physically, but it's like a life transformation, because when you start changing someone physically, mentally and emotionally, they change. And I see your before and afters, which I'll go into later on with everyone. You have great before and afters, and you have amazing results with your clients on Team EDGE. But like I said, the key words: believe, fight, and working hard. And no matter what you're up against, you know, if you have that belief within yourself, you can always pick yourself up and carry on and move forward and make it all happen. But let's go into talking about Team EDGE. So how many...
Team EDGE.
Yes.
My goodness, that's my passion. That's one of my passions.
Well, let's talk about that passion. And so now you're really changing lives there. Now, is Team EDGE just that strictly competitors, or is that just...
A lot of people ask me that question. It's just competitors, and Team EDGE is only for competitors. I have a big following in Facebook. I'm nearly reaching 200,000 in one of my accounts, and more in other accounts. So I have the power of helping my girls get known easily. So because of that, a lot of people think that we're like a modeling group or something like that, and a lot of girls want to join the team just because of that. But I do not accept that. I think we are training competitors, and I do not want to just try to launch somebody's career. I just want to, you know, the girls succeed on stage first, and then see if they like it, and then help them out in any way I can. I remember when I started with Team with my career, I had no idea, me or my husband, what we were doing regarding fitness modeling. So what I did is what everybody does. I reached 2 pro bikini competitors, and no one got back to me. So I was very disappointed. And then I remember having conversations with my husband and telling him that if I ever succeed, I will give back. I believe the more you give, the more you receive. I do not do it because I want to receive back, but it's like really the universe works like that. And
Ingrid, I have to stop you again because you are hitting some keynotes that I hope all the listeners are paying attention. But it's back what you said earlier, those keywords, believe, fight, work hard. And one of the biggest, I believe, too, is the more you give without expecting is the more you get back. And I think people, when you're selfish and self-centered and you're self-absorbed, you know, you can appear to get to where you want to go, but you will never, ever get to that ultimate place. When you give, you get, and that keyword is gratitude. When you give thanks and appreciate the things that you have in your life, it's amazing how suddenly other things just happen. And that's why I just had to stop. I didn't mean to interrupt, but that is so important that people...
No, interrupt me as much as you want.
People,
I talk a lot.
People realize, no, I really enjoy speaking with you. Okay, so moving forward, so you're training your clients on Team EDGE, and mainly you're sticking with the competitors. Now, how many competitors do you have on Team EDGE?
Well, we launched Team EDGE in December, and I'm proud to say that we have 44 girls right now. 44 EDGE girls in only since December, 6 months, 7 months.
I would think that is very, very good.
I think it's very good. It's a very competitive industry, and there's so many other teams out there, really big teams, so it's hard to break in. And I think we're bringing something different to the industry, and that's why it's working. And I'm also very personalized. I don't care how big I get. I will always know my girls, each of them.
Now, when you do you choreograph? I know they have routines they have to follow and those types of things. Now, do you do the whole thing from soup to nuts?
Yes.
The nutritional plan, the workouts, their on-stage presence, and then I assume you have someone handling their makeup and all the...
Yes. I take care of everything. Me and my husband, nutrition plan, training plan, we change their plan as much as they need because everybody is different and everybody has different needs. Everybody is different. That's why I do not believe in just giving a plan that is already done. Especially when it gets closer to a competition, we have to manipulate water and do some certain things to go on stage. And then we send another plans when it gets closer to the show. We have constant communication with the girls. We ask for pictures constantly, even if the girls that live far, not in Los Angeles, that is where I live. We also take care of, well, not take care, but we give them all the information about the suits, bikinis to wear, where to book their tan, and their hair. So I make sure everything is covered in the competition world so they know where to go. Even when somebody's new, super new, they know they're never lost.
So when someone goes into a competition, I guess obviously you assess them, you evaluate where they're at, and then at what point do they begin their training for the stage? How many weeks out?
Everybody's different. For the most part, it's 3 months.
3 months.
For a bikini competitor, it's 3 months. But we also have girls that are already in great shape, and then they will do 8 weeks or 6 weeks because they're already in shape. So it could really depend on the person and the girl, and it depends on many other factors as well. But yes, some girls will need more than 3 months. We have a girl that will train longer than that, but is reaching their goals. So yeah, I really can't say. There's like 4-week package, 6 week, 8 week, 10 week, 12 week, and so everybody's different, yeah.
Well, we are going to come right back. We are with Ingrid Romero, fitness sensation. Hold on 1 minute, Ingrid. We'll be right back. We're going to commercial.
July is a great time to refresh your window boxes, deck planters, or container gardens. It's time to cut back your annuals to stimulate a fresh batch of blooms that will get you through the summer and fill in with some hardy perennials. The General's Garden Center and Plant Market has everything you'll need to do just that. And our friendly and knowledgeable staff is there to answer all of your gardening questions. Visit the General's Garden Center and Plant Market this month for all of your gardening needs. We are located at 172 Route 94 South in Warwick. We are open 7 days a week.
Hi, everybody. This is Jimmy Sturr inviting you to join me every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock for polka music. We've got 60 minutes of good, exciting polka music on Polka Session. Join us Sunday mornings, 11 o'clock, right here on WTBQ AM or 93.5 FM.
WTBQ weather.
partly cloudy skies this evening will eventually become mainly clear through the overnight hours. Lows drop to 55 to 60 by morning. Now, plenty of sunshine for your day tomorrow, looking less humid and comfortably warm. A partly cloudy night for Wednesday night, a bit more muggy towards morning, lows in the mid-60s. And for Thursday, a low-pressure system will be moving in with a mix. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be possible with highs reaching 85 to 90. From the WTBQ Weather Center, I'm Mike Mahalik.
WTBQ.
Welcome back to ANGT Radio, America's Next Great Trainer, 93.5 WTBQ, 100% pure, positive, jet-fueled energy with the amazing Ingrid Romero. Hello, Ingrid.
Hello.
We're back again, and
We're back.
Let's pick up where we left off. We were talking about your competitors and how many weeks out. We talked about 3 months out. So let's now carry over into giving our average day-to-day people, maybe people that aren't as motivated or trying to find that motivation to work out, because I assume you work with just day-to-day people as well, or is it really strictly
Yes,
just...
we do. We work with day-to-day people as well. Let me see. Okay. The best tip I think I can give anybody is prepare your food and plan ahead, because life is busy. We live in a very busy world, and if you do not plan ahead, you're not going to succeed. That will be my first health tip.
Okay, so
For
let's...
anybody,
I want to
competitor or non-competitor.
I definitely want to talk about that. It goes back to goal setting, is making the plan, because as we know, if you want to get if you want to get the result, the desired result, you can't just wish it. You have to want it, and you have to plan it. So the first step, Ingrid's saying to you all, is plan ahead when you're taking it. When it comes down to the food, especially, Ingrid, because people have to realize how important it is, what they're consuming.
Yes, because they stop in drive-thrus. If you have a cooler right beside you with food, you will most likely not stop in the drive-thru. So it's always prepare your food, plan ahead, cook your meals in advance, and make sure you eat every 3 hours.
All right.
Whether you're a competitor or not.
And it just keeps you right. It just keeps you satisfied, and you're more than likely not going to go on that binge where you just start shoving that high-calorie type foods into the system. So that's step 2 would be some sort of a program, exercise program, or active lifestyle, we'll say, because it's not necessary that you have to go to the gym. It's just really maintaining something that keeps you active and fit.
Yes, you can have anything you like. You can go for walks with your family, hiking. You can do outdoor sports. You can go swimming. It's not just the gym. Another thing that is very important, and I feel my clients have issues with, is the water. For some reason, it's really hard for people to drink enough water, and I think that's very important as well.
Is that amazing?
Also,
one of the most important things that people need to do is drink enough water. And most of them don't even realize that they're dehydrated.
Yes, and it's so important. So I think that's one of them. That's a really big issue that the clients have. Sugar as well. They take a lot of sugar, way too much sugar and way too much sodium.
Sugar and sodium, I agree. And let's talk about that. I think they have to start making habits out of looking at the amount of sugar that they're taking in.
Yes, amount of sugar and amount of sodium.
And the sodium.
And amount of dairy as well. Oh my God, the dairy is really bad too. It's okay to take a little bit of dairy. If you're not a competitor, you can take a little bit of dairy, but I think they take way too much dairy.
I agree. So we have plan ahead, drink plenty of water. Get that water. Stay active, and it doesn't matter really what, but just the point is that we want you to be active because we want to motivate you to get those results, and to get those results, you can't think about it. You got to get up, do it, and move. And watching the sugar and sodium intake.
Yes, and I would also say it's okay to have cravings. We all have them. I have them. I believe it's more about balance. You can eat bad one day, but if you're eating healthy most of the time and you're working out consistently, then you can indulge sometimes. just got to be careful.
I think that's a key word, too. Another key word, we're putting this down as Ingrid's keywords today. So if we have to...
I do this for a living, so I have a lot of
If we have to go back in time into our interview, where we have believe, fight, work hard, gratitude, remember, give thanks, appreciate, and I think another important one is so very, very important is balance and moderation. Mm-hmm. Because people, I mean, you strive for that, and people want to be happy, and they want all of these things, but really there has to be some sense of balance, especially like yourself. You have four kids, and then hubby's at home, Joe, who is thankfully is very supportive. So you guys are all doing these things, but as a family, keeping things in balance. You're striving with your business and your careers, but yet, paying attention to the priorities of family life and living.
Yes. So, it's hard. It's not easy.
Oh, I know. It's hard.
It's not easy, and I don't know. I have a feeling that a lot of people think it comes easy to me, but it's not. My day is crazy. I sometimes train at 12 at night. I mean, whenever I find the time to do it. I am completely sleep deprived from my kids. They were premature, so they have a lot of colics, and they're up all night. So, but I still make it happen. So,
how old again? I'm sorry, Ingrid. Your
my
children?
babies are 3 months old.
3 months old. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, yeah. So
but
wow.
Because they were preemies, they were premature. They're really just newborn right now.
You deserve some type of award. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, 3 months old. So now, let's go over the course of your day. What time do you typically get up?
The thing is that I don't know because I'm up all night.
Right,
so it's
with
like,
the kids. Yeah.
I just sleep whenever I can, whenever my baby's asleep. And because I have two, when one is awake, the other one's sleeping, it's really hard to keep them on schedule. So it's very tough. So I will say I'm up maybe at 5. My day is very crazy. Feed baby, feed the other baby, change the other baby, take my dog for a walk, make sure I eat. Get back to all my fan mail, get back to all my Team EDGE girls mail. I also have a career. I'm also a model, and I have a lot of work to do in my career. So all my modeling stuff, trying to fit in between, trying to fit auditions as well. Going to the gym. I mean, I just can go off and off. Work my social networks. So I would say I spend about 10 hours a day on the computer every day. Writing ebooks, designing clothes for my fitness wear, gluing crystals in the bikinis for my girls.
Now,
when
your clothing design, is that
yes.
is that complete, or you're still in the design phase?
Almost. No, I have a collection of leggings, of pants, of activewear, of sports bras, and of competition bikinis. I'm just waiting for my store website to be done. So I will launch it as soon as my website is done. But my girls are already wearing the bikinis at the competitions. They're very beautiful.
Well, from the course of the day, obviously, you were saying, eat every few hours. In your case,
yes.
You definitely have to be eating every few hours,
yes.
constantly fueling the body. And I think that's also I hope the listeners are paying attention to that. Fueling the body with and making healthy choices in regards to your food, and making sure that your appetite's satisfied, and you'll be sure or certain to reach your goals quicker in regards to staying in shape and living a healthy lifestyle. So now let's just quickly, I want to give some shout outs to your competitors on Team EDGE, because I know we have quite a few. I do see your Facebook. And I think it's great. I think it was Trista. Is that it?
Tristan, yes, Tristan. I can name the ones competing at the USAs because we have a lot, but because there's one competing in a really big show with like 800, 900 competitors. They're super excited. I want to tell them all that I love them and that they're already winners. And there's a girl been training for 4 months straight, so they've been working really hard. It's exhausting, and I want to tell them that I love them, and I'm so proud of them already. And that's Corinne Salazar, Candice Perfect, Becky Padilla, Jasmine Rodriguez, Michelle Ulibarri, Ashley Seeger, and Tristan, that she just qualified for the USA's in the last show. So I'm so proud of all of you. I love you, and I know how many times I said it already, but I'm just so proud of them.
Well, you could hear in your voice. As a matter of fact, when we went to commercial, the producer Rich, we were talking about that energy that you exude even through the microphone. Like I was saying earlier, I'm ready to just get on my flight to LA, and I'm going out to see Ingrid and Joe. But
my throat is so sore from screaming so much at the last show. Seriously, I get more nervous than them. It's crazy.
Well, you could feel the passion that you have for what you do, and then of course acknowledging your clients and your competitors rather for their success. I mean, just getting on the stage, that's a big achievement in itself.
That's already, yes, I think that's more than the winning. It's that. Of course, winning is great, but honestly, it's the process. Is like a lot of girls think they have to win in order to succeed. No, they don't have to. They just have to want it bad. They have to believe. It's not just about winning. It's more about the connections they make on the way.
Well, let me tell you, you mentioned you have about 44 girls. Now, about how many are first-timers or first-time competitors?
All of them.
Really?
All of them are.
Wow.
Yes, there's only a couple that they're already national level competitors.
Wow.
But everybody I had, they were new, and they're
that's
becoming
a great
level.
step.
Yeah.
So when they come to
I really like that.
I love it.
I create my own pros.
No, that's awesome because you can imagine their confidence level going to a whole new level. Now when they come to you, are they like? Is it like a typical conversation? Like, I'm a little bit nervous. I want to do it, but I don't know what to do. I want to go on the stage, or is it just that they know what they want to do and they just say, Ingrid, I want to compete. Get me there.
Yes, a lot of them want to compete, and they do it because that's their passion. And a lot of them, they want to compete because they like it, and they also want to be fitness models, and they want to know how to break in the industry. So I would say I have both. And I think that's why Team EDGE attracts a lot of girls so fast, because I am a published model, and I'm always out there. I do seminars. I fly all over the place, and that's where they want to be. So I'm an example to them, and I give them all their tools to succeed. Of course, I cannot launch somebody's career, but I can help them and guide them.
Well, let's just take a moment to go into a few things. One, Team EDGE. So how can people find more about your team, Team EDGE?
Team EDGE, they can find it on Facebook, and that's facebook.com, Team EDGE 1. And then they can also find it in the website. It has an official blog website, teamedgeblog.com.
Okay, and then...
And there's a lot of blogs about the girls and the competitions and information about them.
Okay, and then you personally, I know you have your own website, which is...
Yes, ingridromero.com. I'm also on Twitter, Ingrid Romero 1. I'm in Facebook. My fan page is Ingrid Romero 1985. And I guess that's it. You can find me very easily, just ingridromero.com. The contact box is there that you guys can message me and ask any questions. I'm pretty good getting back to everybody, even to my fans. As hard as it is, I try my best to get back to everybody.
So what advice would you give for someone thinking about... Do you do online consultations?
Yes, of course, yes. And what I do is when there's clients that are far from Los Angeles and I can see them, I do Skype. I even do posting classes through Skype. And that way it's more personal and I can see somebody's face rather than just sending emails back and forth. Yeah.
So that's great. So everyone out there, if you have a question for Ingrid, again, her website, www.ingrid, INGRID, Romero, ROMERO.com. And then definitely take advantage. You have a leader in the industry with an incredible history. And then on top of that, she has her husband, so another wealth of knowledge. So I think you guys would be crazy not just to at least reach out and ask Ingrid some questions. So in closing, Ingrid, let's just any final tips or anything that you would like to mention to our listeners outside of...
I would say plan ahead. Plan your foot ahead.
Plan ahead
yes.
And those keywords, believe, fight, work hard, gratitude, and Team EDGE. What was the last competition that your girls were in?
NPCLA, and we had one girl winning first place, and we had the other girl winning third place. So it was really good because there was a lot of competitors. The classes were huge, so I'm so happy about it.
Now, you mentioned 900, was that correct? 900 competitors?
For the USA's, I'm not sure exact number, but I think it's between 800 to 900 bikini, physique, figure, bodybuilding, all classes.
And then what organization is that?
That's the IFBB, NPC IFBB.
Yeah, International
National
Federation
level.
of Bodybuilders, yes. Now, that's also falls under America Media, and I'm happy to say that I'm now an advisor to Muscle Fitness Magazine. And
Yes.
very, very grateful. I remember picking that magazine up. I won't say what year it was, but I will just I'll just say that I've been a follower and a reader for a very, very long time. And now the different organizations out there, and I know that you're IFBB, and you are an
Yes.
IFBB pro, correct?
Well, I've competed at the Arnold. That was an international show, and I've won that one. So I had to petition my pro card to my home country, which is Spain, but I switched and I tried another organization. It was a big mistake. So I also want to tell all the competitors out there to stick to the IFBB because they're the biggest, the better, and be very careful with people out there. I don't want to
agree
say a
with
lot,
you, Ingrid. I
but
think
just
that
be very careful
right.
because sometimes they don't want your best interest. And I've been there, and I made mistakes, and I hope you guys don't make it same way I made them. And
well, again, that's you have that knowledge and that all that history behind you to share with people in regards to what steps to take, and you've also learned from mistakes. So I think
Yes.
it's important that when, especially in decision making, that people
Yes.
take the time and sit back and talk to people like yourself. So
Yes.
your travel competitions, are you traveling all over the country with these girls, or?
Yes, I really like for them to come here to Los Angeles because at the same time and do the NPC John Lindsay shows. Just because I'm here, I can support them, and because I like to schedule photo shoots for them, for the girls that want to try to pursue fitness modeling, and I like to film some videos with them, and so I like for them to come here. But if, of course, I'm going to start traveling as soon as the team gets bigger, yes, I will start traveling because I understand that not everybody can fly here for the show.
It is incredible how much you do for your competitors, and I know them.
Yeah.
I'm certain that they greatly, just again by reading the posts of how appreciative they are of your help, and you're always right there for them. Either way, again, we're with Ingrid Romero, fitness sensation. In closing, Ingrid, I cannot tell you.
Can I say something else? Can I say something else?
Yes, absolutely, Ingrid. You can say whatever you'd like.
I want to tell everybody out there, everybody that is a beginner and haven't started hitting the gym yet or lifting, I want to tell them that there is no better feeling than having control over their bodies. I was 185 pounds before, so I'm telling you, there is no better feeling than having control over your body, and it's a life-changing experience, and it will open many other doors.
Yeah.
So,
Ingrid, I want us to talk about that.
nobody
I'm
will
not going to
regret
let you
it.
go yet. I'm not going to let you go now because now
Okay.
you just mentioned something else. I just want to repeat. I have to repeat. You just 185 pounds. Now, how did you
Yes.
feel about yourself when you were at 185 pounds?
I felt awful. I
felt-
didn't want to wake up in the morning.
And
Like many people out there, I had depression when I was very young because I had a pretty bad childhood. So it really hit me when I was 18, 19 years old. It really, affected me. And I started comfort eating. So I will wake up overnight just to eat, constant eating, nonstop. And I think many people deals with that. Comfort eating.
So at that time, you could say that you just had a serious self-esteem issue.
Yes,
And confidence
big
issue.
time.
And then
Yes.
suddenly it came upon you that you pursued a life of fitness and exercise.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then
Yes.
I can't even imagine the transformation, not just physically, but just mentally, emotionally,
Yes.
and spiritually even, to
Yes.
take you to that level of where you were and now you are. I mean,
Yes.
and I think, and again, it goes back to those you knew what you wanted to do. At what point did you say to yourself, I want to change?
Well, I was very unhappy. I mean, I was eating so much, and I had so much retention from water that I couldn't even open my eyes. They were all bloated. Like, it was crazy, and it was just, I couldn't control myself. So I think one day, I was 185 pounds, and I'm only 5'4", almost 5'4". So that's a lot of pounds for such a short girl.
So was it a step into the gym, or what?
Yes. Yes, I would say thanks to my husband, pretty much.
That is just great. So that so you met through there. What a great experience both of you had and changing. So I wish you, and I know you will have a lifetime of success in balance and happiness, I know. And it's great. I very much look forward to having you and Joe on again. We'll have Joe on to speak. And again, all the best to you and your competitors at Team EDGE. Again, we are with the one and only Ingrid Romero. Check her out at ingridromero.com. You can find her on Facebook. And also, if you have any questions regarding competition, she'll be happy to answer them for you. Team EDGE, Ingrid Romero. Ingrid, great speaking with you. I look forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you. And thank you to all my fans. Just last one thing. I appreciate all of you guys and each of every one of you, all your messages. I'm much better because of you, and you inspire me so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you.
You're the best, Ingrid. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That was Ingrid Romero. I tell you, you just feel... Rich, did you feel that energy? Did you feel the passion? I'm telling you, I want to just... I want to call up and book my flight right now. I want to go out and see Ingrid and Joe in L.A., which I'm going to do soon, I think. But Ingrid's awesome information there to all our listeners. And again, providing great, great advice. And again, knowing what you want is so very, very important. And be specific. I mean, instead of, we think about things, we want things to be a certain way, we can look at all of the negative elements that are and reasons why we cannot do or can't. We can make them all the long list, but there's always that one thing inside that's going to get you up to start moving and getting you closer to where you want to be. And it's driving yourself to reach that point of what's going to make you passionate and motivate you to get to that level, regardless of what it is, if it's physical, if it's financial, if it's a relationship, if it's whatever it may be. Think clearly, and again, going back to what we said earlier in regards to our Olympians, being very, very specific with your goals. And don't overwhelm yourself with goals. I think people start making that list and they realize, I want this, I want this. Next thing you know, you have a dozen things on your list and you're all over the place like a scrambled egg. So let's focus in on the goal, the core mission, what it is that you want. And just like Ingrid Romero, she's a proven stat that you can achieve what you set out to do with hard work, through believing, and through fighting the fight. There's going to be ups and downs, and just like Rocky, get up for one more round, one more time, one more rep. Work hard. Gratitude, so very, very important to be thankful. Look around you and really make that list of things that you should be thankful for, instead of saying things are not the way you want them to be and all the things that you feel are wrong with your life. There is a lot of right things. So be thankful, have gratitude, set your goals, write it down, and of course, pay attention to what you're fueling your body with, because that is going to have a tremendous impact on the way you think and the way you feel, not only the way you look. So by fueling your body and making healthy food choices, you're going to change your world like you could not imagine. And again, just taking those small, little baby steps to get closer to your goal. This is Rob Fletcher. You are at America's Next Great Trainer, ANGT Radio, 93.5 WTBQ, where we want to educate, motivate, inspire, empower, and energize you to be your absolute very best. Don't forget, for more advice, tips, and information, you could always go pick up the latest issue of Muscle and Fitness Magazine, Men's Fitness, Shape. Stay tuned, or even pick up some celebrity tips from Star and OK magazines, making those healthy choices. Look and feel your best. Continue to fuel your body with pure, positive, jet-fueled energy. This is Rob Fletcher. This is 93.5 WTBQ. Ingrid Romero. Thank you very much. You are jet fueled. Team Edge, go get 'em.
Your community radio station since 1969.
From ABC News, I'm Brad Wheelis.